part of that experience and part of that journey with you. So, you ready to get started? Yeah? Good. Well, I'm ready to introduce our first speaker. She's an amazing woman, one of my dear friends. She's always rated one of the highest rated speakers on our stage. She brings wisdom and insight, strategy, and concepts to the stage every single time. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give a warm welcome to my friend and your friend, Miss Lisa Grossman.
Hey! Welcome to my absolute favorite time of the year, because this is my favorite event. I cannot lie. So is everybody excited? Okay. Well, time. You may not know this, but opening at an event like this freaks me out. So, are you excited? Better. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Lisa Grossman, and when it comes to network marketing and I suffer from TB. I do not have tuberculosis. That stands for true believerism. From the minute, maybe not the very first minute, but surely within the first hour that I saw this, I knew and I knew that I knew and I knew that I knew that it was magical, wonderful, and unbelievable. Not because of the incomes that could generate, although they are limitless. Not because of the lifestyle that you see everybody today showing all over Facebook. We just had to listen to people talk about it from the front of the room back in the dark ages when I started. Cabins were, covered wagons were going west. Black and white TV was giving way to color, and I was joining network marketing. But the reason that I fell in love with it is you will never find, to the best of my knowledge, another profession that will pay you for teaching people to be better than you are. That's the nature of the business that we are in. You see, in traditional business, you may want to go out and teach your best friend or a person that you just meet everything that you know about how you became successful. But you can't. You can't really train your competition. You may have the best donut shop in your whole town, and you may want to give your best friend all your secrets, your recipe, but what if they open a store across the street from yours? They could put you out of business. But you see, in network marketing, we want people to be better than us. We want to be able to work ourselves to a relevancy so that we are so immaterial people don't even know who we are. But we can sit at the back of the room and watch people whose lives we've touched excel and go beyond what we could have ever done. And cheer for them, knowing that they do not diminish us, but they exalt us, because through it we get immortality. Now, where else can you do that? Now, before I get started, I have the privilege of being able just to come out here and have a conversation with y'all, and that's what I love to do. But I want to talk a little bit about what I think is the most important thing that distinguishes what we do from a lot of people that have the unfortunate circumstance to be outside the room. They haven't seen this yet, what we do. That's on each and every one of us to get to them at some point. But the most important thing about what separates all of us from a lot of other people is what we believe. You see, everybody in life, everybody on the planet wants to know what's true. That's the human condition, don't you think? We all want to know what the truth is, because if only we know what the truth is, if only we can have certainty, maybe we'll be okay. But truth is an interesting thing. You see, there are facts, they're incontrovertible. And then there's truth. Truth is the way that we interpret those facts. And truth is relative to the interpreter. How many people remember the old proverbial, is this half empty or half full? Bottle of water or glass of water. What happens when two people meet each other, incontrovertible, can't come to agreement, loggerheads because they both have the truth? You see, the incontrovertible fact, the only fact, is that this bottle is filled to 50% capacity. But those that would say it's half true, half full, 100% accurate, 100% the truth. Those that would say it's half empty, 100% true, 100% accurate. The only question you have to ask yourself is which belief, which truth serves you better? Let's examine that. Studies show us, by and large, the half-empty people, not all but most, they're scarcity thinkers. They have a hard time ever drinking one drop of that water. They look at it, they stare at it, they're parched, but they don't want to drink any, because every drop they drink takes them one drop closer to being empty. And you know what? They don't really trust other people. Anybody that comes near them, oh my gosh, they're water thieves coming to take the water. So they're very distrusting and hard to trust. And at the end of the day, no matter what, they will still eventually die of thirst if they don't change their thinking. Now, on the other hand, the half-full people, for the most part, not always, but for the most part, they're abundance thinkers. They're not worried about drinking the water because they figure there's more out there. They're collaborative in their thinking. They'll share the water because they figure, hey, if a group of us get together, we'll find more water faster. There's more to be found. And if I don't find it, somebody else will find it. They will publish the how to find the water solution, and the world shall drink. Right? So which one are you? Which one do you choose to be? Which one do you think, which type of person do you choose to attract? Because what you believe will surely be reflected in the belief of your followers and in the community that you start and in the communities that you join. And you will be surrounded by like-minded people. Does that excite you? A group of people going forth to divine the water for those that are thirsty? Or a group of people killing each other over the fact that they think the world is running out of water? Because what you believe to be true, usually, in fact, is. I say all this to you because every day in your life you will be confronted with people who are giving you truths to believe, interpreting the facts that are in front of you. You have to decide what you're going to do with them. We in network marketing choose to take the facts of the world and say, wow, this is surely a great time to take control of your own destiny. Go out and show other people that they can do the same and live the life that you were born for and live the life you deserve. You are worthy. You are great. You deserve the best that life has to offer. We're here to show you the way, a better way, if you so choose. Now, I really didn't know what to talk about, so I kind of asked people. And I'm a great student. I learn everywhere. I borrow from the best. I credit them always. And there are these 5 phrases I picked up in a TED Talk about 4 years ago. Young man by the name of Adam Braun. I don't know that he's aware of network marketing. I don't know that he isn't. And he's a baby brother of a gentleman by the name of Scooter Braun. So I imagine he has spent his whole life, no matter what he achieves, kind of chasing after success, because his brother's pretty famous. And he had these 5 phrases, and I watched this TED Talk, and in 13 minutes it changed my life. It applied to it so influenced me in network marketing. And I thought, wow. And I started applying it to my business, applying it when I was going out speaking all over the world, and I shared it here on this stage very quickly at the end of the women's event 2 years ago. And I decided to share it again and expand upon it because so much has happened for me since, and so many people have asked me to. So here's 5 phrases that'll change your life, or they may not. depending on how you interpret them. The first you've heard many times. Number one, get out of your comfort zone. But what does that mean? Here in the United States, we hear comfort zone and we think comfortable sitting on the couch. You know what a comfort zone is? It's a place you're not likely to be surprised, where nothing really can happen to you that you're going to be off guard by, where nothing unexpected. That doesn't mean it's a great place. There are battered women who never leave because it's comfortable. There are people who every day go to jobs they hate, knowing somewhere inside of them that they could do more, but they're comfortable there. Get out of your comfort zone. There are people that get out of their comfort zone. This room is full of them. But you know what happens when you get out of your comfort zone? The uncomfortable becomes comfortable again. So you have to continually get out of your comfort zone and get out of your comfort zone and get out of your comfort zone again. If Eric didn't do that, this event would have 200 people, because I was at the very first Go Pro and it had 200 people. And to go from 200 to 18,000 in 6 years, there had to be a lot of comfort zone, uncomfort zone, comfortable again, uncomfortable. Every year it gets bigger and the demands get higher and the bar is raised and they continually move into the uncomfortable again. But that's what you have to do, because there is a world waiting for you to show the way and to help them make it better. Number two, challenge your assumptions so that you can discover your truths. This is what we have to do every single day. We have to challenge our assumptions. How about this one? Network marketing doesn't work. I heard that. I believed that. I don't know why I believed that. I didn't really know anybody in network marketing. I'd never done any network marketing. I'd used some products in network marketing. They were pretty good. I just knew that it didn't work. But then I wondered, if it didn't work, why were so many people doing it? If it didn't work, why were so many companies getting so big? You have to challenge your assumptions and the assumptions that other people give you so that you can discover your truths. Number three, speak in the language of the person that you wish to become. You have to speak in the language of the person that you wish to become. What is it that you do? Have you ever thought about that? What do you do? I am changing the world. That's what I do. That's why I never quit. We are changing the world with what we do, one person at a time. I get up every day knowing with certainty that I am involved in making the planet that I live on a better place for the people that come after me. Now, there are people that tell me I am crazy, and they are absolutely sure that I am crazy, but I outlast them. I keep doing it, and they get tired. I am so sure that I am right that I defy people to prove me wrong, and I'm louder, and I'm obstinate, and I'm difficult. And that's why I'm here. That's how you get on stages like this, because you just keep going no matter how many people tell you you're crazy. I started 25 years ago, 30 now, and I was crazy. Everybody told me so. You know what? 30 years later, 2 million people later, 7 continents later, I'm still crazy. They just tell me I'm crazy in more languages now. And that's okay. Because as crazy as we are, the numbers are going up. As crazy as we are, more lives are being changed. As crazy as we are, everybody else is wondering what to do, and we have more people doing it. So how crazy are we? You know, if they ever tell me I'm normal, I might have to look for something else, but I think I've got time. Normal is overrated. It just means you're ordinary. Did anybody ever get up this morning and say, gee, I want to be ordinary? Doesn't that sound like fun? And oh yeah, if ordinary doesn't work, I'm going to zone in on average, because people are always talking about that. Number 4, make the very big decisions or make the little decisions with your head, but make the very big decisions with your heart. You see, your head will protect you with fiscal decisions, business decisions, create a good business infrastructure, have discipline, have a daily method of operation that keeps you on track. But when it comes to the important things, the people things, the human things, the things that make us who we are, make those decisions with your heart, especially now, especially today. Your heart will never steer you wrong. Your head often can. And 5, and most importantly, knowing what you know today, knowing with almost absolute certainty that it will all change in the next 10 years, is what you're doing, is what I'm doing, is what we're all doing, likely to cause the greatest impact for the largest number of people. In other words, are you playing big enough? Ask yourself that every day, because we only go around once. So those are 5 phrases that will change your life. I think they certainly did for me, and I wanted to pass them on to you. And lastly, I wanted to talk about conversations. I wanted to have a conversation with you about conversations, because over the course of this weekend, you're going to have some of the most amazing women that I know come up on stage, and they're going to be having a conversation with you. They're going to be sharing with you what others have shared with them that you'll be able to go out and share with others. And I think that conversations are the most important tool that we have in our business for having success in our business. And I think people are forgetting that. Every person I ever put in a business of mine or ever did business with, it all started with a conversation. It was always going out and asking somebody if they were happy, being interested in them and meeting them where they were and saying, are you happy? Are you satisfied with where you are in life? Is the road you're on taking you somewhere you want to go? And you know what? Most people, they aren't. And when they would finally, they'd say, you know what, I'm really not. And I'd say, well, do you have a plan to change that? And that makes people really uncomfortable, but you're in conversation. And they'd say no. And that's okay. I knew they were going to say no, because you know what? If they had a plan to change it, they wouldn't have been talking to me about how unhappy they were. They would have been out there being happy, working their plan. But the next question I asked them was, would you like to see one? It's probably not for you, but I've got something that I think if you see what I see together, we can go do something pretty special. And if you don't see it, that's okay too, because you deserve to be happy. And you need to go keep looking till you find the plan that's right for you. And I'll support you with whatever plan you want. And I did that for 25 years. That's all I did, was start conversations and listen. And here's the problem with what's going on today. I think social media is amazing. I think all the stuff that I don't know how to do, techno idiots, amazing. But there is so much noise going on. And people can speak at 225 words a minute, and we can listen to 500, and that creates a lot of time for distraction. And all the great businesses that have ever been built didn't come because we could talk so well. It came because we could listen so well. And listening is getting a lot harder. And people need to be listened to. And if you want to explode your businesses, you need to really stop and pay attention and listen to the people in front of you, because they will tell you everything you need to know about how to help them. And if you help them, they will catapult you to anywhere you want to go. The person who has the biggest paycheck impacted the greatest number of people, and I don't care how much technology changes, human nature doesn't, and that will take you to the top. And that is something I wanted to share with you, so that you listen and pay attention to this stage, so that when you go home, you have something to share with people, not just a bunch of pictures you took to show people. I love you. I want to thank you for having me here. It's an honor. It's a privilege. I know that it is. Go Pro, and I will see you all weekend. Thank you.